Welcome back, everybody. So to kick off today's episode, I am heading back to spawn because I want to do a little bit of digging, or at least I want to go get the beacon that I have at spawn so I can bring it back here and use it to dig out the remaining towers, because I have like 4 or 5 different towers I need to dig out. A couple weeks ago, someone suggested that I should go ahead and use a beacon to dig those holes out, which is okay. I don't actually mind doing the digging normally. I've got to come back and recharge my pick and stuff quite a bit anyhow, even if I had the beacon. But then I decided, well, I've got the beacon, I should use the beacon. I never use the beacon, but the beacon is over here at spawn, so I'm gonna have to we're gonna have to cut through the nether and get the spawn, and then we will go get that beacon, bring it back, and then I have to dig a hole all the way down so I can set it up. But that should at least make it, make digging out those holes quite a bit faster. So then I can get on the actually doing the build and stuff. It won't help me build faster. That'd be nice if the beacon would help me actually build those walls and stuff faster. Sometimes that tower takes a while to build because it uses quite a few blocks and it goes up quite a ways. It is repetitive though, so I can usually just keep building that thing all the way up. Once I get the first layer or two done, I got the pattern down, so I can just kind of put a TV show on the background or some kind of video and build it all the way to the top, and then you get to watch it in this time lapse, kind of like the time lapse you're watching now. Hey kitties. Oh, my sugarcane has grown. Let's just harvest that while we're here, because you never know when you're going to need more sugarcane. At least in this build I'm doing now, I don't have a lot of bookcases and stuff. It's mainly just walls. Just plain blocks. Not a lot of interiors, because I'm not building like apartment buildings and stuff like I did when I built the Warm Springs City. So. But why let the sugarcane go to waste if you don't have to? So way down here, Enderman, this is still a very crude stairway that I made how many years ago? 10 years ago at least? I don't even remember how long. This has been ancient. This is the very first stairwell. I don't even know what. I don't even know what this goes to. Oh, can't remember. Maybe that's the skeleton spawner? This was built a long time ago. Yeah, maybe this is the detector, well, this goes way over here. Huh. It's got to be important. Very important. But I just don't remember what it was. Let's see. This probably goes to the... Well, we're so far down. Is this the rail system? This may be the rail system. Because I've got that wall there. Let's go... I wonder what that... Yeah. Let's go back farther down. Yeah, so that's right above me, so... This used to be the very bottom of the world. This was all This was all bedrock. Bedrock, bedrock, bedrock. And actually, if you go down here, you can see where the deep slate was all bedrock. It was full of lava that I cleared out. Well, not that, I dug that down. But that was when this level was 0. Where 0 was the very bottom level of the world. Because when I first started the spawn up there, I dug down here and started mining out this whole area. And it's also, this is also back when there was level 0 fog. So I could not see that wall over there. Unless, and I think I still got, yeah, there's like a little light. I had to put in skylights. Somewhere around here there's skylights. I just need to find the beacon. The skylights would get rid of the fog. Not through there. Let's go up here and see what this is. I think it's my rail system. Yeah, this is the rail system that takes me to the yeah, it takes me to the village over the village, the villager island, and the meadow Marigold Village. It's the one over in the meadow, the kind of the walled, gated walled village. Yeah, so that all that redstone must have been. Oh, it's track switching. So when you come in, you can tell it what track you want to go to. There's probably a selector at the other end. So it'll take you to each place. That's what that is. Okay, so that's just rail system stuff. Now I don't know where my beacon is. It's got to be, I think it activated when I got over here, right? Yeah, it's active now. So where did I put that? Must be farther that way. I hear a witch. And a zombie. It can't be through there. It's got to be through here someplace. Boy, this is wild country through here. Let's see if I can go down this way. No? I honestly do not know where that beacon is. Is this it? No, this is not it. This is not it. Here we go. I see it. I see the beacon over here. Oh yeah, it's over here. Because I was gonna dig. I dug all this out with the beacon and was putting it together because I was gonna make a map room. But then I realized this is in the spawn chunk and the maps counted as an entity. So as soon as I started putting in all the maps, I was getting a bunch of lag. So we must be through. So anyhow, I was getting a bunch of lag in my world. So then I realized that that isn't going to work. So I am in the process of moving this in my spare time. This is one of those, I do side projects every once in a while, which are not, I don't really film or put on camera because, well, no real reason. I just like digging out a big hole like this. There's really, you can't really, I mean, I guess I could do the time lapse like I do in some things, but this is one of those things I had, I didn't have, I was on my laptop, didn't have the facility to film, I mean to record properly, but because I wasn't feeling well really when I started this. Oh, it's way down there. There's got to be a way down there. So this is one of those projects where I just do it when I have spare time. And I started it before when I didn't have access to my recording equipment and stuff. So there is no like intro and stuff. I got rid of most of the maps. There were like twice as many maps, but I've got maps of the whole world. So, and this stuff like I do on if I go on, I hate to say it, I do on vacation. If I ever go on a vacation again, because like in the evening you do all the stuff during the day, and then in the evening you just sit around and watch TV or something silly like that. So what I tend to do is I bring my laptop and we sit there and watch TV, but I am also like mining and doing other stuff in this world to pass the time. You know, I'm just trying to pass the time. So I bet it's down. Is it down this way? No. Boy, the simple project just to get a beacon is not turning out to be as simple as I thought. So that room back there, that's where I was using the beacon for, is where I was going to put the map room. So what I did is I relocated it to just outside of the spawn chunk. So the maps, which are entities, I think that's why it was causing lag. Although that was a few versions ago when I started that. So that may actually be fixed by now. So I don't know. So maybe I didn't have to do any of that at all. But so I built it and started it, and I put a bunch of maps in there, and it caused tremendous. It was causing odd lag spikes and stuff. And I did a bit of research and figured out that it's probably the hundreds of maps I have in the spawn chunk causing issues. Because once I got rid of them, it seemed to get rid of the lag and stuff. But then I had to come up with I want to do a map room, not a tiny one. So where would I do one? So I found a mountain nearby that I can get to. Oh, you've been here quite a while, haven't you? You with your little mushroom. There we go. Got rid of him. And there's part of the rail system. Ooh. Yeah, so I found a mountain, and then I worked on hollowing that out. And then started moving things over, and then since then I've not had a lot of free spare time to invest in that. So I'm going to have to, so one of these days when I've got some spare time, I will finish that up and then give you a little tour of it. Well, this doesn't work. Okay, so we are out of I'm going to have to go find where that is. I may have to dig down from where I was. think I may have found it. Yes, there we go. It's I don't know why all these blocks are here, but there we go. This is it. I don't know where these blocks came from. I wonder, do Endermen pick up moss and clay? It's got to be Endermen doing that. Interesting. So now, okay, now I can take this. Although I just realized, as I'm breaking this, I mean, I don't need the benefit this gives me. It was just giving me, let's see if it's still good. Just haste. Yeah, so it was just giving me haste. It wasn't even giving me healing or anything. And we'll take all of this. So we'll clear all this out. And then we will go reassemble it. That is weird that the I didn't know Enderman picked up mossy blocks and clay. And I'm not sure where the mossy, there must be a I haven't looked around. There must be one of those biomes, lush, underground lush biome. Because like I said, right where I'm standing, or, well, I don't know where I'm standing. Where am I? Where I'm standing is -5. Yeah, so around, this used to be all bedrock right here when I first started. And then when I upgraded, when they did the modification to make it twice as deep, all the bedrock got converted over into deep slate. And then there is, you know, what, 64 blocks below me is another layer of bedrock now. So this was all brand new terrain generation and stuff. So then that opened up more opportunities, but so which meant anything, all those low biomes would get put in, you know, filled in with like lush biomes and deep dark and all that. I haven't gone exploring any of that. I haven't done much exploring at spawn here since we spawned in, because I don't really need to. I have my little spawn, you know, spawn area. It goes all the way up, doesn't it? Oh, looks like it's blocked off. Bet those are slabs, and they can go through the slabs. Oh, dang it. Pick those up. Like that, and like... Well, that was bad. I am a professional block placer. Yep. So what was I saying? I distracted myself, but you can tell we're at that border where deep slate. This was all bedrock, and then it had the stone intermingled with it, and then it all got converted to deep slate, which is actually remarkable that they could take a world that old and do a conversion on it and extend the depth of the world that much, and then add in all the deep slate and all the biomes and all that kind of jazz. I mean, that really is actually quite a remarkable feat. And it still works. I mean, the world is still going on. It still works pretty good. All my old stuff is still there. Hardly anything broke. That's kind of cool. So we are going to head all the way back to where we were. Let's get rid of this. So we'll head all the way back here again, and let the and set up our new beacon at the other place, and then get to work on something. Oh, cow. Look at all these guys. Yeah, and these guys are all down there is where the where we were just looking, the unfinished. Should have just went that way. The unfinished map room. And then the new map room is through here. There's going to be a rail system going through here. What you see is about all I've got. I came up with a nice little pattern, you know, with bookcases and stuff, and then ran out of bookcases. I need to probably get one of these villagers we have. Yeah, if I convert one of these villagers to sell me bookcases, that might be my solution. I used all my bookcases just to build in jungle wood. But I thought this was I like this design, kind of cool. And it gives it, you know, it has a little map. I guess you can picture it going to a map room, because I was going to put a rail system here. But like I said, I'm doing that in my spare time. And I haven't had any spare time to pick that project up, so that's a side project that I'm doing off camera, and then I usually show them to you after I'm done. I haven't had one of those in a long time because I haven't had time to finish it, because I've been, I don't know if busy is the word, just procrastinating on it, because making maps, I've got all the maps in a bunch of chests, and I've got to put them all together. Sometimes that can be a pain, and then I've got to go find the missing maps, and I've got to go fly all the way over there with my elytra. So it's fly all the way over there with my elytra to map it out. I think maybe I'll do this. So we'll do this and that will send that cart down there, and it will fill in all the chests down there. So maybe someday you will see the map of the world from inside the world, but until then we're going to continue working what I'm working on. And I am I can't like pick it up in the middle to show you, you know, to continue work on it and then show you guys while I'm working on it, because it's kind of like half done already, so you missed out on all the good stuff. Now it's just placing frames and placing blocks. But and then harvesting cows to make bookcases. But like I said, maybe if I convert one of these villagers, that might be the trick. Get it? I might have a villager somewhere that gives me I'm sure I have a villager somewhere that gives me bookcases. It's just a lot of grind. And speaking of grind, let me grind on my way back to where we were.